Good morning from Miami.
Yeah, this is a bonus video that we are going to show you how to get off a Virgin cruise. It's a little bit different than other cruise lines, so follow along. So we arrived at this cruise line very late compared to what we get on other cruise lines. So we thought at the moment we didn't get on until 3 o'clock in the afternoon that, okay, we're going to make sure that last day gets stretched out to get a little more value out of this cruise, which is today.
Right. So we've been told that you don't have to exit your cabins till 10 a.m. and they want everybody off the ship by 10:30. So we made a brunch reservation this morning. So it's around 8:30 right now and we have to go for brunch.
Yeah, and even though we are in the port of Miami, we're seeing all the other cruise ships lined up in a row here in front of us, and this would be typically the time that we'd be rushing around the room, getting out as fast as we can, packing everything up, and getting off the ship. We're just kind of, taking it easy. We got up, had a nice leisurely shower, packed a few things, and we're just going to go have breakfast like it's a regular day and come back to our cabin because we don't have to be out yet.
That's right.
So we're going to show you what that looks like. I see a lot of people actually getting off on the gangway down below. So there is a bunch of people leaving, so maybe breakfast is going to be hardly anybody there.
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
Okay, let's go see what this strange morning's going to be like getting off this cruise ship. Normal morning on the ship so far. Might as well show you the dress this morning for getting off the ship. Orange and white, half length, with all kinds of swirly patterns on it. We are heading, I believe, to
Razzle Dazzle.
the Razzle Dazzle restaurant for they're calling it brunch, but we're doing it early enough, I'm going to call it breakfast. Now, since there are some people trying to get off the ship, embarkation day problems exist with elevators. It looks like a lot of people waiting to get elevators, get their suitcases down. So we don't have suitcases, so we are going to do the 8 floors of steps this morning and test out our knees. See how well they survive. Well, we have arrived. Deck 5. And we're razzling dazzling it. This way. Oh, seems like it isn't abandoned like I thought it might be. There are a lot of people down here. I don't think we've covered the fancy little hand sanitizer machines in the first 8 days. There you go. It might just look like a normal breakfast with a tea and a coffee, but take a look at this. Ooh, a delicious little apple treat, and beyond that are a couple mimosas.
Still
Cheers.
using up that bar tab, everybody.
I think this is officially the end of the bar tab.
So our breakfast brunch has arrived, and I asked for a starter of fresh fruit, and it came with my main, which is waffles and cream and syrup. Looks delicious.
Okay, this might seem totally ridiculous for breakfast, but I saw it on the menu and I could not resist it. It's a fried chicken sandwich. Look at the size of that thing. Look how high it is with a black bun. A little bit of salad, so I'm keeping it healthy this morning. It's got some kind of pink aioli on there as well. How is that for a scene? Yes, we are still at breakfast, if we can call it that anymore.
It's brunch.
And we are having a big pile of churros. It's like a
Rainbow churros.
Rainbow churros.
We're going out with a bang, everybody.
Log cabin with a little bit of ice cream inside. And I understand that is just pure sweetness, the red stuff. Well, we are done our breakfast. I know it didn't look much like a breakfast. It might even went beyond looking like a lot of brunches. But yeah, fried chicken sandwich in the morning. I think the last place I did that was at Augusta National.
Did you enjoy your breakfast?
I did.
Yeah, it was nice. Very nice way to end the cruise.
Yes,
leisurely breakfast.
We stuffed ourselves. We're not sure we'll need food the rest of the day now.
For sure.
I'm sure we will, as you'll see. Okay, let's go. It's time to start leaning towards getting off the ship, but not quite. We played the elevator lottery. It took quite a while, but we managed to finally get one coming up. People are definitely waiting to get off the ship. Not us. We're killing time. We're enjoying this ship. Getting back some of those hours we lost on day 1. Update.
It is 9:55 a.m.
And they just came across in our cabin for the first time this morning saying that anybody left on the ship, please leave the ship.
Yes.
They
Please
said,
make your way to the midship elevators and deck 7 to disembark now.
So yeah, we saw a message saying that everybody had to be off by 10:30. We're getting close to that time, and I think our time to get off was right about now. So it's close, but yeah, we're gonna get off the ship. This is definitely the latest debarkation we've done. I'm not sure that we made up the extra 4 or 5 hours we missed on the first day, but a little bit.
Right.
We ate all we could and we stretched it out as long as we could.
So it's time to go.
Okay, now we're gonna go see if we can find our luggage. because that was kind of an interesting thing. The way that happened last night, we had these weird tags that just had a room number on it. That's all they had. So we'll show you what the luggage finding looks like, and then we have to grab an Uber, and we're heading to a hotel next because we're not flying out today. So follow along in this 36-hour adventure from the ship to getting home. Goodbye, cabin 13258Z. That's a mouthful. First time I think we've had a cabin on a deck 13, but I don't think it was unlucky. We survived.
With a beautiful cabin.
That's it. Goodbye. We are heading for the elevator banks. And then hopefully somewhere we'll find some luggage. Okay, we're at the elevator banks. The mid ones were packed. The forward ones are not as packed. So we walked all the way back up to the forward elevators, try to beat the crowds in the middle of the ship. We made it down to deck 7, which is the deck we have to get off of, and there looks like there's a line that extends from one end of the ship to the other. Looks like we were not the only ones trying to get the last few minutes out of this cruise before they were kicked off. We found the gangway, heading off. Here we go, we are getting off. I do say that they have the noisiest gangways at sea.
Wow, eh?
Woo! Hear that? Okay, goodbye, Scarlet Lady. Not sure when and if we'll be back on a Virgin cruise. See you later. Down we go into the luggage. Let's see. I don't see our luggage yet. Usually we can see it. It's bright yellow. Nothing yet. We were told that our deck 13 luggage will be up and to the left here. So, I think I see it.
Do you?
We're in the corner. There you go. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Except our luggage is for baby.
Where's our green one?
We appear to be missing one of the small carry-on green luggage that we checked. It's nowhere where it's supposed to be. So Mrs. Canucks gone looking, and I'm going to go try to help her find it. We found our missing luggage. The tag came off it, so they had a special section for luggage that lost its tag. So we did find it. It was over in the tagless area. Okay. Now we have to go through immigration, so we'll see you on the other side. We're outside of immigration now. We're trying to get an Uber. The loud music continues off the ship, and we are trying to find an available driver to pick us up. It is ride-share chaos here at Terminal V for Virgin. We tried to get an Uber. We waited about 10-15 minutes and never even processed, so we had to cancel that request. We tried another request. Luckily, prices dropped a little bit, so we tried a different class of Uber. And we've got an XL coming, so we have lots of room, but the wait was 20-some-odd minutes. So we are now just watching out across the sea of people and sea of Ubers that are showing up here trying to find our ride.
I'm happy we didn't pick a black one because there's like 12 black vehicles in the parking lot right now looking for people.
Yeah,
so we're looking for a white one, so hopefully that'll be a little bit easier.
We are still here at the port waiting for an Uber. This is insane. Probably the most chaotic debarkation getting a cab or Uber that we've ever seen in our cruising history.
Yeah, we've been waiting, what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's been a long time we've been out here waiting, and the Uber driver's been in touch saying the traffic is insane here. So yeah. I don't know what advice to give. The taxis are not a solution. The Ubers are not a solution. The transfers are usually expensive. And we've had some people actually that have jumped into vans that they're advertising to get in here for a certain fixed price.
And then they're doubling
then
it
they get in the van.
Get in. So be careful of that. We just heard from a group of people. They were told $25 to get to Fort Lauderdale, and they got in and they charged them $50.
Yep.
So beware of that.
Royal Caribbean used to have the big ones in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, yeah.
And they bring all the big ones here. That's the whole thing. That's the whole problem. Yeah. You have enough sun already. You got today, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we are at our hotel, 4 Point Sheridan, Dania Beach. This is Canuck, which is called up to the desk there to see if there's maybe a room available now. So
Thank you very much.
we've been waiting, probably about half hour or so. And we'll see. And she just gave me a thumbs up in the distance saying upgrade. So things are looking up. We have made it into our cabin, our room, I guess. We're off the cruise ship.
We are in rooms now.
We are at the 4 Point Sheridan in Dania Beach, just off the I-95, and we had a few hiccups getting in. We're going to get settled here for a little bit, and we'll show you what we find next, and we'll show you a little bit around the room since we're here. I wanted to show you the kitchen that Mrs. Canuck can make me meals at while I'm now still on vacation.
Highly likely, guys. Yeah, highly likely. The microwave door was left open.
We got a fridge. We even have an element once there.
Stove tops, yeah, you really could cook a meal here.
There you go.
That won't be happening though.
I usually do all the cooking, so I won't even talk anymore about that because I'll get stuck doing having a new job. So anyways, nice big couch. And you can see the room is rather large in size, I would say.
Yes.
And big king bed, of course. Nice and big. Mrs. Canucks going to the washroom because she's always thinking that's a
Just want to
measure
check it out.
of a hotel room. So
Want to go look at the washroom? It's just a standard
It's
washroom.
got a sink.
It's got a sink.
That's important. It's got the toilety thing. And it has a shower. Oh, back to a shower curtain after all those days with glass on Holland America and Virgin. Anyways, that's our cabin. While here in Fort Lauderdale, it works out that our good friends Bruce and Tawny, they just got off a cruise yesterday.
Yeah.
So they have some spare time, so we're going to hook up with them and hang out, and we're going to discuss a little bit of cruising with them. They just got off.
Compare our two different experiences.
Yeah, they just got off Sun Princess. We just got off Virgin. We're going to see what each other thought of the other.
Yeah.
Okay, we're waiting for a ride. Bruce should be here soon. There you go. That is our favorite Honda pilot in the world. There's Bruce.
It sure is.
You've got to check out Bruce and Tawny Untether's
Hello.
YouTube channel. Okay, we have arrived here at the Wyndham Palmair. And we are going to find out a little bit about the Sun Princess with Bruce and Tawny. Do a little bit of relax, take in some palm trees, and enjoy this heat before we have to go back to the snow tomorrow.
We are at our favorite Italian restaurant here in Fort Lauderdale area. We are here with Bruce and Tawny. They just got off of the Sun Princess yesterday, and we just got off of the Scarlet Lady today. So we've been talking all about cruises all afternoon.
A great day and a great dinner tonight because I was able to get no pasta on the Virgin Cruise. So finally
He's
I'm
been
getting my
craving
pasta
his
tonight.
pasta.
We come here because we love the food. It's now arrived.
Look at this. I went with the chicken marsala. I haven't tried it yet here, but boy, does this ever look wonderful.
It's huge. And
Yeah, it does
angel
look
hair
huge.
pasta.
Yes.
Bruce has got meatballs and what do you have?
There's angel hair pasta and
Yeah.
sausage and meatballs.
Sausage or meatballs? This looks delicious too.
avocado.
Chicken.
And mine is penne arrabbiata, I think. It's got meatballs, chicken, and sausage, all on some penne and tomatoes. So everything I didn't get in Virgin, I'm getting in one dish. Oh, good morning. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, and we are up after spending yesterday and the evening with Bruce and Tawny. And now we have to do the dreaded trip to the airport to take us back to the cold. I just checked this morning. It is minus 18, I believe, back where we live. So that's what we're going back to. And I haven't checked outside because I'm afraid to see how much heat we're going to lose.
Put a sweater on right now.
Sweaters are going on. Our Uber is going to be downstairs in a few minutes. So we're leaving 4 Point Sheridan, which I think is probably one of the first hotels I think we would recommend for a decent price and decent quality.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in Dania Beach, the Sheraton 4 Points, and yeah, it's an older hotel, but it's recently been renovated, new looking carpet, all those sort of things. Anyways, we had a great night here and a reasonable price and a clean hotel. We were quite happy with it.
One of our little secrets here. We'll tell you a little bit about it once we get farther inside. Checked our bags. Out here, where the drop-off is. No, we've made it to the Delta Sky Miles Lounge. This is Canucks having a little bit of breakfast. We made it through security, no problem. So yeah, a couple tips that we've learned at airports. We made it through checking our luggage, through security, all really fast here at Fort Lauderdale. And part of it is because when we have the opportunity, we do the curbside check-in with your luggage. If you get out of your car and you see there's someone outside the terminal that is doing that, lines are usually shorter, and usually you can drop them off right there, checking your luggage, get your boarding passes, everything right there without getting in the long lines inside the building. So we've done that at Detroit, we've done it at Fort Lauderdale, a few different airports. So that's a one tip to get yourself checked in and not join the big lines. And the other tip was we had priority to get through, of course, security. So that sped up the going through security today.
That's because of the Nexus cards.
Yeah, that's because of our Nexus cards and Trusted Traveler program. So yeah. So that's how we have extra time now to sit in the lounge and enjoy a little bit of breakfast and coffee before we get going. Soon we're going to be getting on the plane and heading, first we're going today to Minnesota and Minneapolis Airport before we head home over towards Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. So we got a bit of a jaunt across North America today to get all the way home to the beloved snow that's awaiting us. We left the lounge and we're heading to our gate. Hopefully it starts boarding soon, if not any minute now. Hey, we're at our seats in the plane. We're giving it a cleaning. To make sure They always say the cruise ships are much cleaner compared to the airplanes we have to travel in. So, beanie.
Our flight time today, 3 hours and 35 minutes from takeoff and touchdown. We thank you, Mrs. Delta, and welcome aboard.
There we go. See you in 3 hours in Minneapolis.
You and me, I will always dream about how it will be to feel your arms around me, yeah, let it sink in. Yeah, I just let it sink in. You and me, wonder how it feels to have you cheek to cheek. But this is not reality, or let it sink.
We arrived in Minnesota.
We are here.
We were coming off the jet.
Chilly here.
Yeah, coming off the jetway. We can see our breath already. So we're already into the cold.
See our breath in the air on the jetway. That was brutal.
Yeah. So this is Delta Sky Club right there. We found the club already. So we're gonna go in, grab some lunch. A beautiful airport here in Minneapolis. We love this airport. So we're expecting to have a peaceful couple hours before we get back on the next plane. Delta Lounge here in Minneapolis has quite the view. Wide open spaces. I can look out and I can even see the aircraft landing out in the runway there. Or let's sit down and do a little people watching at the gates below us. Pretty cool spot. I think it's time for some lunch here in the lounge. We are on the go again. We are done with the lounge life in Minneapolis here. And we are heading to our gate to get on our first class ticket. We booked a first class for the short leg back again. So I am getting mentally prepared for my champagne and caviar. And all the great first class service we're gonna get.
His tiny bottle of water, everybody. That's what he's going to get.
We'll see. I'll show you when I get in first class. It's a little bit longer flight than going to Detroit, so I'm expecting bigger things.
Maybe he'll get a bigger bottle of water instead of a little one.
No faith. We'll see. Final destinations on the board.
So happy to be going home to the cold. Told you.
This is just the beginning. Trust me. It's just an appetizer.
No.
Oh, Mrs.
Just
Canuck
bringing-
doubts me, but there's a Sky Chef truck pulling up right
he's
now.
bringing pop and cookies.
There you go. He's going to be bringing on my hot meal just a second now. Just in your mind of my business, and they brought me some snacks before I get my fancy dinner.
He's lying. They came out of my backpack.
Who do you believe?
Me.
They saw I was done my sun chips. They brought me a chocolate bar. Check it out. Made in Hannibal, Missouri.
Maybe it was a gift from someone from your group cruise you're eating right now? What do you think?
Looks like something Delta would hand out. Big, huge chocolate bar like that for me.
No.
No?
No.
They're holding out for the lobster.
So full of it.
Thank you. Gonna go to good use.
Yeah, I just let it sink in.
Look, we've got drinks now. Just waiting for our meal.
It's not happening.
Okay, my meal's starting to arrive. Got my chips. And I got a cookie. And I got some kind of chocolate thing. That's just the appetizers, I'm sure. We have been away for 20 days now. And I didn't have a jacket, so I just finished running out to the car to get my jacket and my toque and my mitts. I want to show you what our car looks like buried in the snow after 20 days here in Sault Ste. Marie of winter. I'll show you just a second here. I'm having to fight through all the snow here, snow banks. Like, oh man. There you go. This is the blue one. I'm buried. I got icicles attached right to the ground. Snow halfway up the tires and doors. I'm gonna have to clear off the roof. Anyways, I got some work to do. Wish me luck. I gotta dig this car out. Oh, I am out of breath. But by some miracle, the car started, but barely. I had to dig it out with a shovel. My hands are now frozen.
Oh, you did have gloves in the car, right?
My hands are still frozen. It's like below -20 with the wind chill there right now. And so now we'll hit the highway and head back to Canada. Oh, and eventually we'll get some Bruno. Okay, off we go.
Puppy cuddles await.
Yeah, I just let it sink in.
Okay, it's official. We're back in Canada. This is the border right
Such a
here.
sweet fantasy.
I am home And it's taken me almost an hour with a snowblower to get into my driveway. I got stuck 4 times coming down this driveway. I'll show you. It may look all cleaned out now, but it is insanely sugary and deep. And I managed to carve a way through it. But yeah, I had to take a run at the garage to get it in. But we're done. We're here. We made it home. Bruno, are you happy we're home? Oh yeah? Did you get a new puppy?
Yeah, just let it sink in. Just let it sink.
We did it. We came all the way from a cruise ship yesterday back to the snow and cold of Canada today.
We had to dig ourselves back into our house, but we are here. Bruno has been reunited, thanks to Nana bringing him home to us.
There you go. Bruno's happy. The snow's out of the way, as you saw. I showed them the driveway and all the fun I had out there. Yeah, they didn't get to see me actually blowing snow because that would have been too many like bleep, bleep, bleeps because there was a lot of extra words being used out there.
Welcome home to Canada in February, or Northern Ontario specifically.
Okay, well, thanks for watching our adventures getting home to the Great White North. And we will let you go until our next adventure, which just might be on a Norwegian cruise ship.
It will be.
Okay, so thank you for watching, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.